Hey guys, so this is the final part of my series on Nigerian politics. I've enjoyed doing it and hope they've been informative. Obviously this isn't exhaustive, I couldn't go through every single detail since they're meant to be brief explanations, but hope I've revealed a lot and it's done a lot of good in teaching about the country's current situation politically and economically. So this is the final part of Nigeria future, so it's got to talk about what the prospects are and as the future going forward. I mean, due to the previous issues with a very divisive president, Boko Haram, and the Muslim South being continually marginalised and oppressed, there are a lot of people who want to break the country up. You have a lot of Igbos in the South who they want to form Biafra again, the place that ended the civil war 50 years ago. A lot of them want to try again, they want a referendum. And then you have people around from the Yorubas. Some of them they think it's as widespread, but they're calling for a republic of their own, called a. Well, I think the idea before would be Oduduwa. I think that's what they said. But yeah, it's basically not looking good now. But I mean, I think a key issue is that Nigeria, since it was basically formed by kind of colonialism, it's it doesn't really have a national identity really. I mean, you have a lot of countries involved benefit from having a national identity. They have hundreds of years of shared cultural values and interests that keep them unified. I mean, obviously, I think enough said about England. England obviously has a lot of things. It's been unified since for over 1,000 years by multiple monarchs. You have England. You have other places like China, for example. China's been the thing dating back to the BC. So you have the Han Dynasty, and then it's basically been shared a unified culture ever since. And then other places like Vietnam, you even have the whole of Europe. I mean, Europe was unified by things like Greek culture, Roman culture, then religions like Christianity and Islam. So after thousands of years of that, many Europeans shared many similar ideals and values. So that's one thing which they all share. But Nigeria doesn't have any of that really. I mean, it was formed by the colonies, the British, merging various states into one. So it's since it's been only 60 years old, the other issue is that it's holding on somewhat loosely. So the question is can it overcome these issues and form a unified culture, even if them even other further countries like Egypt and India have it, but the question is can Nigeria. And I mean I'm probably speaking I'm a nationalist in a way. I think Nigeria does have potential, but I think there are a lot of issues that need to be sorted for it to work out well. So obviously you have to I put this here because the Nigerian president banned Twitter a few weeks ago. So just want to put this here to start this off. But yeah, you have the herdsmen. I didn't really go into that last time, but you have a lot of in the north you have the Fulani herdsmen who they're in a lot of time for the herds, but they started pushing down south to try to see if they can get some more land, and then that's been affecting current many villages and in the south, and there's been a bit of ethnic cleansing as they've started to persecute other ethnic groups and started to force them out of their villages and towns in order to take up more land for themselves. I think I mean in a way I'm sympathetic since they do need greys, but they're going back to the wrong grey. I think you need to we need a president, not the current one, but Nigeria needs a president who will absolutely clamp down and never make it clear to them that will not be tolerated and respect their places. I mean, we need a tough leader basically. Buhari is not a tough leader. He gives that vibe, he tries to give the vibe up, but he's really just an anti-facade. He's a terrible leader and just letting these people do what they want. And so we need someone who stand up to them, who protect people, protect their cities, and absolutely ensure that there's rule of law, and someone would also crack down on the kidnappings. Nigeria's experienced a spike in kidnappings too in the last few years. So it's really insecure. It's anarchy. It's chaos. We need toughness. Like I said, obviously not war crimes or anything along those lines, but someone willing to use force if necessary to make sure that these people respect other people's rights and make it clear that he's willing to stand up to them. Basically, I mean, you also need you need to keep people dangerous people like this guy out of the way. I mean, this is the governor of Kaduna State. He's an evil man. He's so bad that the US has actually sanctioned him so he can't go into the country. So truly horrendous human being. I verified his name. Bad person. Yeah, I mean he's very tidy too. So a lot of people say that he shows the Napoleon complex, in which like your height like makes you feel inferior. You have to like show off by like a real direct people. That's what he's like, really. I mean, terrible but man, and he's got his eyes on the presidency. So I think Nigeria needs to keep people like well away from the presidency. Otherwise, he'll make Buhari seem like a really nice guy in comparison. He'll play like Griffith to pieces if it's not done so already. So I think Nigeria needs leaders who'll be tough, who'll be willing to like we really feel careful like who like have their priorities sorted. I mean, like Nigeria's got like troops in like peacekeeping missions in like Somalia and like other places abroad. I mean, all these places, and my own view really is that like that's not necessary. They like, need to like, given the like struggles of like instability like break around, they need to like pull up the troops from like foreign areas and to just keep them focused on Nigeria. Like primarily like focus on like keeping the stability in their country before like they help other ones. I think they're putting the cart before the horse, and they think it's not Nigeria wants to be respected again, instead of like having people elsewhere. They need to like focus on their own problems. And then obviously like the big corruption giant, there's this cartoon here, and I'm sure many of you would, I don't need to say that, and I think too much about like Nigeria's corruption, since like I'm sure many of you like have heard of it, but like you have like a lot of corrupt buffoons in the country. I mean, I was watching this documentary about the US and Afghanistan, and like one like guy said that was complaining that like the country had Nigerian levels of corruption. That's how like bad Nigeria's reputation is. So you really need to like cut that out, and you need to like deal with like reforming the civil service, which is badly bloated and corrupt, and reform the military, and actually like enforce tough sentences for like corruption. I mean, like technically, like obviously, like they're not self-professedly corrupt. There are like sentences for like corruption, but but in practice, like most of it goes on like ignored. So you have to like deal with that and completely purge it out of the country, purge it out of the system. And obviously, I'll say that obviously it's much easier said than done, but I think Nigeria needs to like finally calm down. I mean, I know this is going to be the start of like in the process, but it'll start the country up at least and set on a better direction. Like having some kind of like its own like some kind of like great leader, like some kind of like Caesar or Napoleon or Lincoln or Mandela or whatever would hopefully help as well. But I think this will hopefully like set it off and hopefully be the beginning of the process. So yeah, that's it, and I think that's the video done for that's the series done for now. But I hope this has like given you guys a basic understanding of the country, and I hope you're going to get some jollof rice. I couldn't resist doing that, but stay tuned, guys, and I hope to do my video on crypto at some point. Until next time, I hope this was helpful, and take care.